at the time, the equipment had evolved, the players had evolved, but the sports nutrition had evolved as well, and they were still just in one category of hydration. And they weren't addressing the before you work out, the energy, the after, the protein, and also other players had come up to do it cheaper, better, faster, whatever it is. And so this was kind of the packaging history of Gatorade at that time. And so what we did is we helped them transform from one thing, a hydration drink or a sports drink, to fuel for your body. Now, a fuel for your body, of course, can cover many things, including before you work out, after you work out, etc. So this is what the shelf looked like at the time. And we affectionately called this the Humpty Dumpty bottle, because it's kind of the least athletic thing you could hold in your hand. It's this big old fat thing, and water got trapped behind the label, with the roll-fed packaging, lots of issues with it. And so we went to redesign, started sketching something that looked athletic. First of all, it had that athletic stance, a broad shoulder, a narrow waist. And we ended up with this bottle here. And this bottle here, this is a hot fill bottle. They fill it with 180-degree liquid, and so it has to have reinforcement so it doesn't suck up as you put that hot liquid into the bottle. And as we started working on that, moving it from the Humpty Dumpty bottle to this, what we called the Kenny bottle. We called it the Kenny bottle because it's the bottle that would not die. We designed this bottle, and we all thought, including the organization, thought, this is a beautiful bottle. This is exactly what we want. Well, the manufacturers said, we can't do that. Why can't you do that? Because we've never done it before. Okay, well, let's talk. And so then we started that conversation. And anytime design intent meets manufacturing, bottling lines, packaging lines, all those things, it's a matter of compromise. And compromise is not a bad thing. It's finding a place where you can continue that design intent so it looks like you want the brand to look on the shelf, but it also can be made in an efficient way. And so we finally were able to get that bottle made, the Kenny bottle, and we had three things that we decided to use on all of the packaging. And you see from the left, we have this bolt, and it's usually molded into, if it's a plastic bottle, it's molded into the bottle, or if it's a sidelines container. We have that athletic stance, that silhouette, broad shoulders, narrow waist, and an orange cap or an orange top. So even if it's a pouch, it can have that shape, as you can see. And even if it's a pouch, you can have an orange tab on that. So we use those three principles across everything, and now you see that everything's starting to hang together as a brand. It all has that same look and feel, and whether it's the G you recognize or the shape or the color, you can see it from a long ways away, like on a sidelines, or as you come up to it on a grocery or convenience shelf. And then the brand book, capturing the swagger of the brand, the attitude of the brand, and then of course the style guide that makes sure that everyone who touches the brand executes it according to these things. And then we launched back in May 2009, G series, before, during, and after. Gatorade Prime, Perform, and Recover, we called it at the time, because we had to retrain the consumer. The consumer would see something and they'd assume it was a hydration drink, even if it was a Prime or a Fuel or a Recover or a protein drink. And this was the lineup that we launched with, the before, during, and after. And then we looked at, they were all occasion-based. And so then we looked at what the opportunities were beyond that Prime, Perform, Recover with innovation, and I'll show some of those things, GX, etc. We also looked at all of the touch points of the brand, everything from the trucks going down the road, the delivery trucks, to, of course, social media, advertising, in-store, any place that the consumer is going to see your brand.